What's up, course wizards? Welcome to yet another video. I am your boy Amit, and today we are going to take a deep dive into automations and how to use System for your email marketing tool so you can replace your MailerLite and ActiveCampaign and ClickFunnels of the world. With that, let's get started. So I'm in my System account, and for this, what I'm going to show you is a couple of places that you can use automations. So first, we're going to set up some funnel level automation, and then from there, we're going to move into email automation and setting up an automated cadence. If you have used anything like MailChimp, MailerLite, ActiveCampaign, Flowdesk, you are used to using automations. System has a pretty robust one. There are a few key features that are missing. To me, those are not deal breakers. I'll walk you through what those features are that might enhance these automations or the canvas that we worked on. But first, let's start with a funnel. So I already have a funnel created here. This is a lead magnet funnel, and I've called it System Automation. And in here, what I want to show you is the automation rules. So each funnel you create in System can have its own automation rules. This is separate than building a funnel automation, which looks something like this, also known as workflows in System. So this is what a workflow looks like, where there is a action item that triggers the workflow, and then from there you can create the steps. But what I'm going to show you first today is under your funnels, how to build an automation. Let's say someone subscribed to your funnel. Now you want to add a tag in that funnel so you can recognize this lead and you can take smart decisions based on those tags. So once you've created your funnel, you're going to go into the automation rules, and under this automation rule, you can add a rule. Now, depending on what kind of funnel this is, these automation rule actions are going to be different. And I'll show you an example right now. So this funnel is a lead magnet funnel, and my only two options are whether when someone subscribes to the form or someone visits a page. But if I go back to my course funnel, which was a paid product funnel, this was an order funnel. So here my triggers were new sale or sale canceled, which is very different than having a lead magnet funnel, which has the automation step of form subscribed. So we're going to say, whenever someone subscribes to this form, I want to tag them with a specific tag. In this case, that tag is called System Automation. And that's it. I'm going to save this rule. Now you'll notice that when I click on add rule, that funnel step subscribed rule is disappeared because that's still here. And now you can add as many steps on this as you'd like. So we've already added one step, which is someone subscribes to this funnel. I want to add this tag called System Automation. Now let's add another action. And these are the list of actions that are available to us. So I'm going to walk you through these actions step by step. First one is subscribe to a campaign. So you can send a specific email campaign whenever someone subscribes to this funnel. So that's what this step does. I'm not going to actually do this step. Next one is unsubscribe from a campaign. So you might be running multiple nurture campaigns and multiple funnels, multiple lead magnets, and there might be a use case where you want to unsubscribe someone from a specific lead magnet funnel or a specific campaign that is sending emails. So you can do that from here. Same options are available here as well. And then our next option is add a tag. We already did that. We can also remove tags. Pretty simple. We can send a specific email. So someone subscribes to my lead magnet funnel. I want to send them a lead magnet right away as an email. You can do that here. And you have the 3 email options here. If you don't see an email, you can simply click this plus button to create a brand new email right from scratch within this editor. So that's pretty straightforward. The next one is sending email to a specific email address. And I personally like this quite a bit because you might want to send yourself an email every time someone subscribes to a funnel, or maybe you have a virtual assistant, you want to send them an email. There are lots of use cases why you would want to send emails to a specific email address whenever someone subscribes to a funnel. So I really like this option here. It's almost kind of like a notify admin option. The next one is you can enroll them in a course. So you can pick a free or a paid course here. And part of that funnel, part of that lead magnet could be that you're giving away a free access to a course. You can do all those actions within system right here. And then the final one is sending a webhook. This just opens up to a whole slew of possibilities. And what we can do here is there is a website called webhook.site. So we can test this in real time by going to webhook.site, and that gives you a webhook to play with. And we can type that URL here and save this rule. So now there are two rules saved here. One is to apply a tag. Second is to send a webhook. So we're going to test that and see if they work correctly. Then we're going to move on to workflows within system. So in order to test it, I'm going to go into my squeeze page URL. Let's go into a private window. So this is my page. This was a pre-built page on system. I really haven't touched it, haven't done anything to it. I just want to stay focused on the automation piece. So let's type in our name here, disposable email, and then hit submit. So that brought us to the thank you page, which is awesome. Now, if we go to this funnel and click on leads, you can see there was one lead opt-in. And if I click on this lead name, I can see the first name, I can see the email address, and then I can also further down look at more details as this lead continues to interact with my system school. One thing to note here is the system automation tag was also added to this lead. And the next thing we should test out is if all these details were sent over in that webhook to webhook.site. So here's the webhook.site received some details from system, and let's see what those details are. So you can see the raw content here. And in this raw content, we have received the name, the funnel ID, which is kind of like the internal systems ID. And then down here, we also have received the email address and the first name for that lead, and then also which account from system. So this is my personal account and my personal email. And then let me see if we have the tag. I think system automations is the name of the funnel. I'm not sure if that's the tag itself. So the tag might not have gone, which is fine. At least we have the person's name and email and which funnel they have subscribed to. And this could be, this is an alternative to Zapier, or you can send this data to Zapier through a webhook and then do a whole slew of actions in Zapier. I personally like Pabbly Connect, but Zapier is just as good as Pabbly Connect. So now that you get a hang of automation rules and how they work within funnels, let's look at workflows. And I actually have a workflow here that I want to build, which is this one right here. This workflow has a few steps, and let's walk through those steps real quick. What I've done here is this is going to be a workflow for a course sale. Someone purchases a course, a sale is made, then I want these steps to be taken. So our trigger is going to be new sale. Whenever that happens, we're going to apply a tag for that specific course. Then we're going to send a congratulations email. Then we're going to wait a day. Then we're going to see if that person clicked on the link in an email, which was the congratulations, you're enrolled. If yes, then we're going to send them some free templates. If no, then we're going to resend that email. Then we finally wait another day. And after waiting another day, we're going to send them a new email, which will be this 5K launch formula. So those are the steps we're going to create. Let's go and do that in system. So I'm in my automations. I'm going to go ahead and create. So this is under workflows. If I go to rules, the difference is rules is all those rules that we have created on our funnels. You can see all of them at a glance right here, which is pretty cool because this was the new funnel that I created. It shows you when it was created. It shows you what are the steps within that automation. And then from here, I can go to my workflows. So I'm going to create a workflow rule, and let's just call this give it a name, hit save. Once you do that, you can click onto the workflow itself, and that's going to open up the canvas for you to edit. So we are in our workflow builder, and right now my first step here is to pick a trigger. So I am going to say the first trigger is new sale, and I'm going to search for my ChatGPT Unleashed order form, which I had done in a previous video. So if you haven't seen that video on how to do a one-page funnel in system and also collect money, go check that out. And then once I have chosen this trigger, I'm going to press create. So now my trigger has been created. Our next step, if we refer to this, is to apply a tag and then send an email. So I'm going to apply that tag immediately, which means I'm not going to do a delay action. I'm just going to do an immediate action of apply a tag. And the tag I'm going to choose is ChatGPT. Apply that. Then I'm also going to send an welcome to the course email. So let's choose send an email. Now, when you select send an email, you have the option to choose pre-existing emails that you've created in your system, or you can just create a brand new one right here, and that will open up the email editor. So I'm just going to select a pre-existing email and hit choose. So that was our next step. Now we want to wait 24 hours. And once we have waited 24 hours, we want to be able to now send them another email. So let's add this wait action. So I'm going to add a delay, and you can do days, minutes, or hours. So I'm going to say 1 day, which is essentially 24 hours from when they purchased the course. So this is triggering from when that sale was made. Just keep that in mind when you're building your workflow, that all the actions happen from the time of that trigger. So now that they've waited a day, let's create a decision path and say whether the email was clicked. And this is the same email that we sent them in the previous step. So the congratulations email. And you can add multiple conditions here. You can either add and conditions, which means that all of these steps should be met in order for this path to work, or you can add a bunch of or conditions that any of these steps should trigger the next step. We're going to leave it only at this one condition here and hit create. Now I get the yes, no path. So what I'm saying here is, did they click the link on this congratulations email? If so, we're going to, so this was after waiting 1 day, we waited a day, they clicked the link. So now we're going to send them a new email, and this email is going to be 7 free templates. So I'll put actually a link in the description for free templates that you can use and get started with your system school today. You don't have to design them. You just click a link, import them to your system account, completely free. You don't even have to use my affiliate link to sign up for system. This is just a thank you for watching this video and for supporting me. So that's the email we're going to send them. And if they haven't clicked on the congratulations email, then we are going to send that same email again. So let's go and pick that email. Congratulations. So I have this set up the way I want it, but the problem here is that these people are not going to receive my 7 free funnel templates. So I want to add that action here. I'm going to say, let's wait 1 day for these people who were in the no branch. and then send them that same email, which was the 7 free templates. And then finally, we're going to wait 1 day for both those branches. So technically this branch on the right side could have a 2-day wait, whereas the one on the left side will only have a 1-day wait. Regardless of how long they waited, what we're going to do now is add my final email, which is the 5K launch formula email. So that is how you can easily build this. And then once they have gone through this 5K launch formula, what I can do is take another action to apply another tag, which is the 5K launch tag, and done. As you can see, super easy to build system, has really put a lot of thought and effort into this simplistic UI, but there's a lot of powerful stuff happening in the back end that we don't get to see, which is awesome because our job as course creators should be able to just design our courses, send emails, make sales, and continue to make sales. Now, one last thing to do here, this action is currently paused. So I'm actually going to hit exit, go in here and activate it. Once activated, anytime someone goes through this workflow, they will be able to push through it based on the decision tree that we have created. That's it for this video. And there you have it, course heroes. That is how you can use System for email marketing. Get rid of those other email marketing platforms. Drop a comment below and let me know what email marketing system you are moving from while you continue to save some money. Until next time, keep creating.